and the response that some have given you based on your solution. Generally speaking, talk about what you came to.
Yeah, 3 points that we wanted to put forth in our proposal or solution is first, create a public independent sewer board, which we think that's hugely important to bring back the credibility and the transparency. And what that can do is a better, more efficiently run system can generate $10 to $20 million a year. Second, restructure current sales.
Let's stop right there for a second. Is that just running more efficiently? I mean, just cutting out waste, fraud, abuse, etc. And to your knowledge, Slade, why is there an oversight authority? Is it just the Jefferson County Commission right now?
From my understanding, it's just the commission.
And you feel like that's just not functioning? I mean, I think everybody would agree with you that that's not working out to the best of the citizens of Birmingham and Jefferson County.
No, I think you're exactly right. And what this independent public corporation will do is own it, operate it, and maintain it. They will in turn appoint a board, and this board will have the authority to run the sewer system the way they think it should be run, and it can bring in a private operating company to run it, just like they do in Hoover. You know, this independent board is just like what they mentioned earlier, that what they did in Shelby County 10 years ago. And just by more efficient operations, you can save, like we said, $10 to $20 million a year. You don't have to use the Jefferson County Personnel Board for labor expenses. You're free to go out in the market and bring folks in.
Would that mean, and forgive, you know, the simplistic nature of the question, would that mean that Jefferson County would need to sell the sewer to this independent agency?
No, it would obviously take 3 votes on the commission, and they would in turn just turn it over to this GUS.
For the operation.
For the operation to maintain it.
And so it wouldn't be there would be no profit motive by this independent agency.
No.
Their goal would be to run it efficiently and independent of the Jefferson County Commission.
Yes.
Very good. Step number 2.
2 would be restructure current sales tax that are being collected and use excess revenue and apply it towards the sewer debt.
And this would be primarily to the 1 cent sales tax collected for capital improvements in our school systems. Right now there's an over, and I think it was $27 million a year ago. I don't know exactly what it is on an annual basis, but there's an overrun of money, and that money's sitting there and could be used.
That's correct.
For the purposes of the sewer.
Yeah, it fluctuates yearly. In the past, it's been averaging about $25 million. I think this year they're estimating about $15 million. But yes, absolutely, it's excess revenue that can be applied.
And then step number 3?
And then step number 3 is obviously negotiate the debt with the creditors. And you know, we've met with the legal counsel from the bond insurers, the bond holders, the county, and they're willing to sit down and start talking. And we're concerned how much talking is going on.
Now, who would be doing at that point the negotiation? Would it be, I guess, if the first step or if a prior step is to create this oversight committee, and the Jefferson County Commission hands the reins of the sewer over to this body,
right?
Would it be that body doing the negotiation?
It could be one of 2 or 3 different folks. If the independent sewer board was formed, they could actually appoint somebody to start the negotiation. Second, it could be a county manager if that person comes on board, maybe next year.
Sure.
Or third, it could be somebody like appointed by the governor's office that they did a year ago, which they got very close to getting a solution.
Why do you think it is that we have reached stagnation in terms of discussion? Everyone that I talk to, regardless of what they're in favor of, whether bankruptcy, not bankruptcy, whatever, everyone I speak with say nothing's happened.
If I can quote my dad, and he hates this term, deal fatigue. I think everybody's got deal fatigue, and there's so many different things happening. You've got lawsuits going back and forth. You've got so many issues of that nature. But the fact of the matter is, we got to get it solved because of the people of Jefferson County shouldn't be burdened with this. I mean, it's given us another black eye. We've gotten over our mayor's trial. We've gotten rid of the occupational tax, and we need to get a solution and really. We're almost at a tipping point where Jefferson County needs to tip to the good. We've had too many things going bad to the left. We'll
talk to Slade Blackwell about how those negotiations could go. What would be the best case scenario for the county, and what would be the is there a more realistic scenario? We'll do that. We'll take perhaps your telephone calls. I'll open it up right now if you've got a question or a comment. 944-1070, 944-1071. 866-927-1070. It's the Murphy Program, a Tuesday Thanksgiving week edition. Back momentarily.
Oh, excuse me. I've got a turkey comment in a second.
You got a turkey?
I was reading